Hey folks, Hammeh here, and today I'm going to be summarising a whole bunch of previews for the Overwatch Anniversary event around the world yesterday on various different official Overwatch Twitters and Facebooks. There were previews for things like dance emotes, skins and voice lines, so we're going to go through all of those before rounding up a couple of other interesting bits of Overwatch and Blizzard news over the last few days you may have missed. A rather big new game, I don't know if you've heard of it, will be in your Battle.net launcher soon, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But first things first, on with the Overwatch Anniversary. After Overwatch EU Twitter was able to tease the maps yesterday, we then switched on over to Latin America, where the Overwatch LATAM Facebook page managed to share these dance emotes. We got some pretty funky moves for Sombra, Lucio, Symmetra and Zenyatta throwing his orbs around in a little bit of a crazy way. Now, some people are a little bit concerned as to whether these are temporary items or permanent items. Well, we do know that some content is going in normal loot boxes. In a New York Q&A that he did for the Overwatch subreddit a few days ago, Jeff Kaplan did mention that Sombra is getting her sit and laugh, Orisa is getting her sit and laugh, Tracer is getting an emote because she was an emote short and she had one that overlapped with those two, and also because the community loved the Reaper Shrug from Uprising comics so much, that has gone in as an emote and also a spray. These are non-event cosmetics. However, for these dance emotes, I'm guessing these are going to be event cosmetics. Let's not assume that they're going to be ones that you can buy outside of an event. So if you're saving your credits, maybe you're going to save them towards these emotes rather than the other ones that will be permanent. We will find out everything next Tuesday anyway when this event goes live. So either way, it's worth saving a few credits. Some pretty funky dances there. I'm expecting dance parties to replace sitting parties in a spawn room near you soon, and probably in skirmish. Now, if you're wondering about dances for other characters, we have seen a few other dances before out in the wild. Soldier 76 had this one I'm showing you at the BlizzCon 2016 art panel. I don't know if you remember. That was shown on the streams. We haven't seen it since. And there is source filmmaker footage on YouTube various places of a Tracer dance not shown in game, but apparently, and I haven't confirmed this, in the game's animation files. Now, people did find Bastion's sitting emote this way before it was in the game, so it's perfectly possible that the Tracer datamined one is also legit. I will link to that in the description below. What kind of dances would you like to see which characters have? Okay, after those emote previews, we then went over to the Overwatch official Twitter, who then decided in English to share some voice lines. So I'm just going to quickly play these through for you and then share some of my thoughts afterwards. Here we go.
It's my time to shine.
I'm not your father.
Setting up the car wash.
Honor! Justice! Reinhardt! Ha ha!
Next round's on me.
I'm going hog wild.
Have some Lucy OOs!
Okay, so some pretty cool references and silliness there. Not your father, a little bit of a Dad 76 for Soldier 76 there, I think. Setting up the car wash for Symmetra. Well, obviously Symmetra's bunch of turrets is definitely a car wash. And of course she has her achievement named similarly as well. Now the Reinhardt line there has actually been in game for a little while. I think it's been in the game files for maybe 5 or 6 months, quite a chunk of time. So some of these have been recorded quite some time ago, but they're being brought in now. This always happens with Overwatch voice lines. Some things get switched in, some things get switched out. That Lucio's one I've never heard before, so I'm guessing that's probably been recorded relatively recently, or we've not been able to find it in data mining. All of you fans of Lucio OOs, whether you're a fan of the punctuation in the in-game spray or not, can definitely have some fun with that. Swinging over from America, or the global English account, we then went over to the Chinese Facebook page, which at some ungodly hour in the morning for us here in the UK, but it probably made perfect sense for China, shared this skin preview. So let's quickly go through these. Well, I really like the Bastion, ties for shoulders, and note Ganymede's very punkish looking hairstyle, pretty much liking it. Is he a car, a transformer, a battlebot? Really cool look. It's very different than anything so far, so big fan of this one. Moving on to Farah, well, she's a bit more Arabian Nights style, and it's a sort of almost a double take. I actually hope that she fights with her helmet off, and then we have her sort of, headscarf around there. That looks pretty cool. Not really so stereotypically Egyptian. You've got the headdress, you've kind of got the big earrings, the curled shoe toe points are pretty cool as well. It's not stereotypical ancient Egyptian. I kind of really like this one. It's subtle, it feels a little bit different. Moving on to Soldier, it's quite interesting that someone on the Chinese Facebook page just pictured the super soldier from Crisis 2, or the Crisis suit. It does have a hint of that. He's definitely more cyborg looking. These are definitely not Hanso delicate ankles here. Those are definitely cybernetics, robo-fetal demented joints, whatever you like to call them. What has happened to Soldier there? I think that this Soldier skin definitely shows, if we had any doubt before, that these are not canon skins. Look at Zarya. Power Ranger, is that the best description? The bright and bold colours I pretty much like. I'm not entirely sure about the face mask. It reminds me a bit of Thanatos from Guardians of the Galaxy and Marvel for some reason. Maybe like an Iron Man style sort of face mask. Probably the one I'm least into of these 4 skins so far, but what do you think? So what is actually the theme for all these skins? As it's the anniversary, maybe this could be like Overwatch's past, but Overwatch as a game, as a project. Some people have thought stuff from Project Titan concept art, the weird and wild, or maybe the anniversary is just a way to throw in all kinds of stuff that the Overwatch team want to do or think is cool, but couldn't fit under like a theme, like summer games or similar things like that. There'll either be more announces, perhaps today, or we'll have a quiet time until next week, but it's really cool to see the direction this event is going in. So what do you think of the skins, dance emotes, voice lines? Do let me know in the comments. Now, a quick roundup of a few other bits of event and Blizzard news that you might have missed, as well as Overwatch news in the last couple of days. There was an interesting clarification on the official boards yesterday. Obviously, the Overwatch EU Twitter started with a preview of the maps. Dave Adams, the principal level designer on the forums, said that arenas are 1v1, 3v3, or other. And that or other, I think, is a very pointed comment. Maybe a new game mode is back on the cards for the anniversary event then. With these 3 new levels that were teased yesterday, perhaps we could see something a bit different. Do check out my video I did on those below if you want to get caught up. I had a look through them and analysed them, tried to have a think about what they could be. Finally, a quick other piece of news that's relevant to our interest as Overwatch fans, and do hear me out on this one. Destiny 2 had its gameplay reveal last night, which was pretty impressive even for a Dad76 cynic like me. It's going to be on the Blizzard launcher exclusively. Now that's presumably a digital download exclusive for direct download, so I don't imagine you're going to be able to buy Destiny 2 on Steam on PC. Destiny 2 is going to be sitting alongside Overwatch, WoW, Diablo, and everything else in your Blizzard launcher. Battle.net launcher is a habit I've had since the late 1990s, and it will presumably update through the Blizzard launcher. So cool things, you'll have access to in-game chat, presumably, friends lists, and be able to chat to your friends playing Destiny from within Overwatch and other games that you're playing. You can also use your Blizzard balance to buy Destiny 2. So if you farm gold in World of Warcraft that you can sell for World of Warcraft tokens and Blizzard balance, then you can buy Destiny 2 with the proceeds of your gameplay in World of Warcraft, which is kind of cool. Now, this sounds a bit crazy, but there's plenty of grounding for it. Remember, Activision Blizzard is a company and a thing. Activision have Bungie as part of them. This wider company or group owns Destiny, COD, and MLG. Now, in another video, I'm not sure how much you guys are into esports, but as a very quick summary, I explained that MLG, Major League Gaming, became part of Blizzard. They're going to help run the Overwatch League while continuing to support the Call of Duty World League, Call of Duty Esports. Now we see this logistical support in making Destiny 2 PC exclusive to the Blizzard launcher. Blizzard often talk about their respect for Bungie. Zur, the legendary vendor in Destiny, if you played it for example, has an homage in World of Warcraft. He has his very own character sitting in a corner. And there's even other in-game nods too in other games. So what does it mean for us Overwatch fans? Nothing bad to me. Destiny will most likely bring in a bit of a new audience to people who may want to try Overwatch as a result. It'll make our gaming lives easier too. I would have played Destiny on PC to start, to be honest with you, but ended up playing it on Xbox One because that's where it was. Now I can play it on PC this time round. Happy times. Some people have gone a little bit crazy though and said that they'd love to see crossover skins and characters from Destiny in Overwatch games. Remember, we've not even seen other Blizzard game crossovers in Overwatch yet. Jeff mentioned in the New York Reddit Q&A at an event he did earlier this week too, that the Overwatch team wanted to let its universe and intellectual property, characters, world establish itself before even introducing other Blizzard game crossover skins. Destiny is still a separately owned intellectual property from Bungie. They are not part of Blizzard, even though Bungie and Blizzard like each other and they're both part of a bigger company in Activision Blizzard. So sadly, for the time being, I think it's pretty unlikely we'll see Maverick, Hunter, Vanguard, Cade 6, Sakura Ray, Commander Zavala as a skin or hero or anything Destiny-like in Overwatch or Heroes of the Storm anytime soon. But we can dream. Are you going to be playing Destiny 2? The lore of it is already pretty amazingly done elsewhere, but maybe I'll dabble if you guys are interested. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments, and rest assured Overwatch and Blizzard game lore will always be my priority on this channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Throw a like, share a comment, sub if you enjoyed it, really helps me out. It's been a very newsy week, I know. For all of you regulars who love my longer edited Overwatch lore, interactions, voice lines and more, check those out in the playlists below. If you haven't already, you might find something cool and new, and I'm getting back to my longer edited stuff as soon as possible over the coming week. Thanks for watching, I've been Hammeh, take it easy.